Hello, hello. Let's wait for a few people to come in. Hello, somebody's here. I'm not sure if I can see the comments. I'll come back. Whoops. Hello, hello, welcome. My guide's telling me to go live today. So here I am. Hello, there's a few of you here. Hello, Noor, Savastra and Neil. Hello, hello. Well, my guides have been screaming at me today, go live, go live. So I did a Reiki Dreams one on Facebook earlier, and we're just past the full moon. Hello, A-Lizard. If I don't say hello to everyone, I do say hello. So my guides were saying to me, live, live, live in my ear today. So I thought we would do a nice meditation, and we're going to go to the forests today. Half of the world, maybe even 3/4 of us, are still stuck indoors, only allowed out for a little walk here in England. And so I thought we would do a bit of tree healing today in the tradition of Celtic Reiki. It's not quite totally Celtic Reiki because a lot of you aren't. Hello from Texas. But I thought we'd do a tree healing today. So hello, glittery goddess. So I have the dog in here and the windows open. On cue, the dog starts to drink. He'll finish in a minute. So just start to relax. Tune into the sounds of the singing bowls. Just settle yourself down comfortably. Hello, Poland. Hi, Tom. And just relaxing and getting yourself comfortable. Forgetting the worries from the world outside. And we'll create a little bubble here. So many people, New York, Canada, welcome. Okay, so taking a deep breath in, holding the air in your lungs for a little while, and just breathe out into this lovely petrified woods. Breathing out any stresses and any anxieties into the stone. Then taking another deep breath in, holding the air in your lungs for a little while, and just breathing out into the petrified wood again. And then a last deep breath in from the seas surrounding these sacred lands that we live on, holding the air in your lungs for a little while, and breathing out any emotional worries you may have onto the wood here. And I'm going to put that down here, and if at any time during the meditation and healing you just need to breathe out and release, just direct it at that wood there. So we have a little terrarium to bring some greenness in because my bonsais haven't quite burst forth yet. And we have the fairy green calcite and a couple of my other fairy stones. But for now, I'm going to get you to put these stones right by you. You can hold them or just place them at your feet. It's a green fluorite and an amethyst. And we're going to open up and ground and protect in the tradition of the Celtic Reiki that I teach. Okay, so we're not going to be doing the chakras today. We're going to be doing the Taoist Dantian system. And my Reiki students will know what I mean, and any Qigong or Tai Chi students will know what I mean, okay? Okay, so just opening the holes in your feet and start to grow roots out of them, down into the ground below you, where they grow down and down and down through the foundations of the property and down into the center of the earth, where they meet up with the world tree, a huge green inner tree of the inner world that gives life to everything on the earth that lives upon it. And I imagine this tree energy is a beautiful bright green, the colour of the northern lights. And your roots now start to drink that energy up. And it moves up your roots and into the holes in the bottom of your feet. And that energy is drawn up like sap into you, up your legs, and to the lower dantian just below your belly button, which it ignites and turns green. And then the energy is drawn up to the middle dantian at the heart center again, igniting your love center, and then drawn up again to the energy center in the middle of your forehead, the upper dantian. And then that energy seeps out of your head and moves down through your auric field to be drawn up again, up to your lower dantian and your middle dantian, where the energy splits and comes down your arms and out of the holes in your hands. And if you hold your hands like this and just tune in, and some of you may be able to feel a kind of electrical pulse. Yes, the colour can be blue. Trees do emit a blue energy as well. So I imagine tree healing as blue, green and white. But if you get any other colours, that's fine. So some of you may be able to feel this chi. But don't worry if you can't. Just imagine that you can, and imagine there is energy coming out of the holes in your palms. And you can then turn your hands onto yourself and hold them about 6 inches away from you and send healing. Or you can place them on the ground and send healing that way. And at a later date, when you go outside, you can draw in energy like a Tai Chi practitioner and bring it down your front line. And if you do this in front of different trees, you may be able to feel the different energies now. So I will do that for you. Just bring it down your front line. Okay, so now we've opened the energy centers, we are now going to protect. And I want us to go back to the lower dantian just below the belly button. And I'd like you to imagine the flame of a candle burning there. And push this candle out, 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 upwards and downwards through your body, outwards, 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 and don't forget the front and the back of you, pushing that candle flame out, completely filling your auric field with a fire energy. pushing out anything that's not supposed to be there. And so you now have a fire energy surrounding you, giving you protection, and you have the green, blue, white energies coming up from the ground through your roots and down through your auric system again. Okay, so let's start the meditation now. And I'd like you to imagine that you are in a woodland setting and it's actually raining. So just put a little raincoat on around you. And we're in the woods and it's raining. This is a cleansing, healing meditation now. Okay, so you're completely alone apart from all of us who are with you in the ethereal woodland somewhere. All of us around the world, working at the same time, doing the same thing. And just start to look around you as I imprint the distance healing Celtic Reiki symbol in the air. And this is to ensure that anyone coming afterwards can use this video. And I'm imprinting the yew tree, which is a gateway. And I'm now also going to imprint a master symbol from Celtic Reiki, which is the rowan tree. Sorry, the Okay, so let's just start to have a walk through these woods. And it's a light rain just falling down now upon you. And I just keep walking and walking, feeling the soft leaf foliage on the ground and the twigs that snap. Looking around now through the trunks of the trees. And if your woodland is a natural woodland, then the trees will be higgledy-piggledy. They won't be planted in neat rows. But if you have gone to a pine woodland where the rows are neat, take heart, because this too has good tree healing energy. And just keep walking and walking any way that you like, any way that is calling you, knowing that somewhere we are all also walking with you. And just lift your head up and stop for a minute and let the raindrops fall on your face. And as you walk, I just want you to shed some of those worries that you may have had. The anxieties of the real world fall away from you. And keep walking and walking and walking. Listening to the sounds of the trees. And it depends where you are in your mind as to the bird calls. Some of you may have traditional crows and blackbirds. Others may have something more exotic, especially if you are in the Philippines, for example, or China, or Australia, or Brazil. keep looking at the plants and the animals in this beautiful cleansing rain. And you may want to stand in a star position with your hands outstretched towards the heavens, feeling that rain wash over you. And smell the wet earth, cleansing, clearing and shifting. And as you walk, you start to notice one tree that is bigger than all the others. Maybe not in height, but in stature and energy. You may even be able to feel the heartbeat of the earth. A low, steady beat. And this large tree is calling you towards it. And just stop a little way from it, asking for its permission to come and feel its energy, which it gives to you now. And you walk up to it and put your hand on the trunk, connecting with this beautiful giant specimen. You may even want to put two hands on the trunk, or even hug it. Resting your head upon the trunk now, which is very good to soothe headaches with. And then looking up the trunk, at its arms reaching out towards the heavens now. Are there any birds or insects that you can see up there? If so, you will be able to look them up later somewhere on the internet. If you type in animal medicine. Okay. And now let's just sit down at the base of this tree, listening to the raindrops and the song of the earth. And as you look up, I want your eyes to travel along the branches of the tree, one of the lowest ones, and look at the foliage on this tree, if it is in leaf. And you'll notice there is a big drip of water waiting to fall, but it's not going to fall yet. I want you to put your hands on the trunk behind you, and I want you to think, but don't go into, something that happened that hurt you in the past. Just acknowledge it. And I want you to send that energy into the tree. The tree can cope with it. They've been put here for healing and sustenance. And look up and notice that this drip is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it falls away from the tree and spatters on the ground and is dispersed. And I'm just going to leave you for a few minutes now to do this. anything that may have happened to you, or indeed the things that maybe you have done to the others, because forgiveness and release is a two-way street. Just take a few minutes now with the Koji chimes, thinking of what you wish to release into the drips on the end of the leaves. Just let the music of the Koji chimes wash over your body, feeling like little fairy hands, helping to soothe you and comfort you. Releasing those thoughts and memories without going into them, just acknowledging them, sending them up into the tree to fall as the big drop and be released into Mother Earth, so that even these negative thoughts and hurts can bring nourishment in the end. Bringing you peace and healing and tranquility. And I'm thanking you all for your comments now as they pop up. Okay, just one more of these thoughts or actions, even things that happened a long, long time ago. Just send it up to the tree. And watch it fall as a big drop of water and nourishment to the ground. And then breathe out into the petrified wood again. Release. Okay, and as you are sitting here at this tree now, I would like you to remember the energy that we started off with and your root system as you sit there. And this root system can come up through your feet or straight into the bottom of you as you sit, and drink in that bright green, blue, white energy up through you to your middle dantian, and splitting and going down your arms now. It's coming out of my hands to you, but I would like you to send healing to yourself. So you turn your hands in towards you. And we'll do a little bit of self-healing now. Feeling that energy and chi if you can, but don't worry if you can't. The positive thoughts will help this. Any aches, any pains, any anxieties and worries, any troubles. I'm just going to take some of these off you now. Okay. That's it. Keep sending. And I'm going to send you some tree energy now. Duye. Duye. Oak of the Druids. To bring you strength and standing at this difficult time. And I'm going to send you Beth, which is birch, which is a cleansing energy and something I believe they put in aspirins to soothe aches and pains. Any headaches, his shoulder and back aches and hip aches. And I will also send Rish to help with your intuition. And Luish, which is the rowan tree, which was traditionally strung, the berries, around someone's neck to help with coughs and colds. Energy of hawthorn, Hweth. And Nguyen. And sometimes these symbols look the wrong way around because I think Facebook records them the other way. And if you are in a place that does not have these Celtic symbols, I will just randomly pick some trees. For those in Africa, the baobab, that huge otherworldly tree with the giant trunk that stores water and makes a beautiful oil for your skin. Some in South Africa, Madagascar, I think Botswana. For those of you in the Amazon, how about the capox tree to cushion your fall as you stumble? Big giant tree with huge roots. For those in India and Asia, how about the Bodhi tree, the tree that Buddha sat under, the pikal, another Buddhist tree. For those in the North Americas, the giant redwood sequoia, beautiful spongy red bark, which sends itself upwards to look ahead of you, help you with intuition and to make the right decisions. For those in Australia, eucalyptus for cleansing and clearing, and also for the sound of the didgeridoo that heals with its vibration. And all of these energies, as I've said them, will make their way into each of us. And now it is time to leave this place. So just brush your hands together, just to stop the flow. Some of you may want to place your hand on the floor just to send the last few dregs down to Mother Earth. And breathe in and out, feeling soothed and calm, relaxed yet revitalized by this light rain and tree energy. And now I'd just like you to look at the ground in front of you where some kind of gift has appeared for you to put in your pocket, to take home with you into your ethereal life. And you stand yourself up now and you thank the tree. Maybe touching its trunk again and thanking it for its time with you. And then we start to walk back the way we came, grounding the energy of this healing in as we go. With each step, feeling encouragement and love and light and healing from the plant world. And then just up ahead of you now is the place that you remember, the place we came into the woods. And there is a little rock there now, and I'd like you just to sit down with your lower back propped against this rock now. This is the portal bit that's going to take you home. And just let the scene fade away. And find yourself back in your room. And in this timeline now, wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. And when you are ready, open your eyes and breathe out. And I'll now take those crystals that I gave you and put them back, touching the calcite just to start cleansing. I hope that was lovely for you. I enjoyed it and got some healing as well. Okay, so tarot cards. So I'll give them a little shuffle and I will pick a few out and then we will do a bit of world healing before we leave, okay? So if you'd just like to put some nice emojis up so I can pick some names. That's quite okay, Tom. Okay, so okay, Kate with the dog, who posted the dog. Send your energy into these cards. Now, I will say before I pull them, obviously I can't do everyone. Okay, Kate Harvey with the unicorn, yeah. Now, if this card rings true for you, sometimes the guides work in giving everyone a message at the same time, okay? So take heart if you don't get one. Okay, so the lady who posted the dog and the unicorn, send your energy towards me, ask your question. Let's pick something from these tarot cards, which are Welsh. So they hold the energy of the Mabinogion, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, now I'm going to peer around and have a look at this card. the 4 is out of balance with the 5, and they are walking away from the cross there. So things are on hold for you at the moment. Okay, the lady at the front is looking a little bit worried, but I think there are stars in the window, and stars bring lightness and shine things. So there is a bit of snow on the trees. We are sort of frozen in time at the moment, but use this time to think of how you can adapt your life if your work has stopped. What new things can you do? What can you offer? Maybe you can do something others can't, and maybe you need to start thinking in a different way. So walking away from something and changing it, okay? So I'm going to leave that with you, the energy of that card. And notice how there is a Celtic cross there. So the energy of the Father is with you. Okay. Okay, time for number 2. Who's next then? I need to move forward. Sorry if my head's chopped off. Okay, Deimdar, sending your energy to me. Sending your energy to me and thinking of your question. And I know these are pretty general, so I will ask my guides to work with your guides. Sending your energy into the cards. What does Deimdar, if I've pronounced it right, need to know right now? Okay, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords with the yew tree and the rowan. So the yew tree is working over timelines. Perhaps there is a legal thing that is happening, something maybe that happened a while ago. Swords often stand for legality, and the rowan is protection, okay? Let me see, let me tune in. I do think if there is some endeavour that it will be successful because there is a crown there. And I do think that you need to tune in to the energy of air. Air brings new ideas and gives you new ways. Thank you, whoever just donated. Gives you new ways of thinking of things. It is inspiration. It is the direction of the east where the sun rises. So have another look at things. If it is a legal thing, do you really want to go through with it? Does it need to be gone through? Okay. Okay. So the energy of the yew trees is a distant healing thing, and it covers timelines. So back in the past, back in the future. The rowan is protective. They used to make a cough syrup out of it, or make a tree, a necklace from the berries to protect the little ones and the elderly. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. What is... Let's see if there's anything else Deimdar needs to know. Holding your own future, holding your own power, okay? Just step into your own power. Right, I'll leave that with you. Okay, time for the next person now. I'll shuffle again. I'm really bad at shuffling, by the way. Nathan Fox, okay, from Ireland. My crappy Irish accent. Okay. Okay, Nathan, now you probably speak Celtic. Okay, Nathan, send me your energy from the Emerald Isle. Ask your question. And I'm going to ask, what does Nathan need to know right now? Thank you to the people who keep donating. Thank you. For Nathan. This is the first time I've read tarot for people. I've been doing tarot for about 30 years, but I'm not massively confident in it yet. I know what it means to you, but the interpretation may be a bit off, so I do apologise. Oh, the King of Pentacles, who is sitting there comfortably, holding his own. And he has beautiful ermine clothes on. And he has poppies for remembrance. What are you remembering, Nathan? Have you been remembering how things used to be, maybe? If you are, try and look back on them with happiness and not with sadness. You hold your own power. No, I don't do numerology. I'm really bad with numbers. Okay, and look at the gold that is edged here and the pattern of it crisscrossing. Lots of things crisscross each other and create different pathways to new things. If you are thinking of things that need to happen now to change, think of what crosses and what connects with other people. We also have the apple tree here, quert. For those of you studying Celtic Reiki, you know what that means. You have been attuned with it. And I want you to know that the apple tree is a people tree. It grows close to the ground. Okay, they are small trees. They hug because they want to be by human level. Okay, so a cleansing at the autumnal equinox. A lot of the priestesses of Avalon used to do apple cleanses. You've heard the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Okay, so perhaps a little health food cleanse, and also thinking how you can relate to people in a new way, perhaps bringing that through with your work. But he is comfortable. He has the tools. He's just got to work out how to use them. And this is a reoccurring theme for all of us at the moment. And remembering. It's quite poignant considering we had Victory in England Day yesterday. A lot of us are remembering. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. Okay, and I shall choose for another person. Okay, Llewellyn Nam, with all those sunny things sent across the screen. Send your energy towards me. Send your energy towards me. And ask your question of the cards. What do they need to know now, guides? Okay, the Ten of Wands. Now you're feeling a bit burdened at the moment, aren't you? The way is heavy, okay? It is heavy, it is loaded, and you are feeling weighed down. So you need to take some of the burden off. Try and let others do things. Delegate. If you are the one doing everything in your household, go on a little mini strike and tell others that they have to pull their weight and help. This is a lesson again for us all. If you are alone and that is why you are feeling the burden, let me just have a look. I suggest you walk towards something. In this case, if you are stuck at home, reach out, make those phone calls, maybe even walk across that burning bridge to someone you miss, who you have not spoken for a while, okay? He has a staff to steady his way. And walk towards it, go towards it, reach out. We all need to reach out at the moment. Think, who haven't I spoken to for a while? Even those people you haven't spoken to for a few years, you know. And a problem shared is a problem half. If you need to talk to someone, open up, please do it. Even if it is not someone you know, there are helplines open for those of you feeling desperate and lonely and shut off at the moment. Use them, okay? Use them. Is there anything else this person needs to know? A slow, steady space, a slow, steady pace, but steady wins the race, okay? So I am gonna leave that. Okay. Okay. Ellie Williams. I just saw your plea from working a 9-hour shift. Oh yes, I read oracle cards, Rowan, but I haven't got them with me at the moment. Okay, for the person who did the 9-hour shift, in fact I prefer oracle cards. Oh, well, I'm sorry, the top one fell off for you, whoever did that 9-hour shift. I can't remember your name. And it is the 4 of Cups. Okay, so this person is sitting there feeling a bit tired, needing a bit of respite. The 4 cups, earth, air, fire, water. Okay, go outside if you can and recharge with the natural elements. Make yourself a gin and tonic, a cup of tea, hot water, whatever you want. Go outside and sit there and let the earth heal you. Have a look around you. What is made of fire? What is made of air? Think the birds flying, the songs that you can hear now that the cars have all quieted down, and also the running water. Use a visualization of running water to take your tiredness away. Lie in that water. Let it hold you up with its buoyancy. Recharging. Thinking about things, but not dwelling, okay? There is one of these chalices is up high for you to reach, for you to still get through, or get to rather. Okay, let me have a look at the tree. Go and find an old tree if you can. And if you are in an apartment and you can't get out, okay, thanks Neil, thanks hun, I'll speak to you later. Why don't you take 5 or 10 minutes 15 minutes, whatever, to leave for work early before your next shift and to go and sit in a tree outside somewhere, okay? I really do think you need to recharge, and I think it's the elements are going to help you with this. Okay. Okay. Right, another one. Icarus, because I love the name Nicarus and I love that he wanted to fly to the sun. Well, he flew too close. Okay, Icarus, send your energy. I'm very big on old fables and Greek legends. Okay, Icarus, I can feel your energy. It's coming straight through to me. Well done. Okay, my guides, Merlin, what does Icarus need to know? Okay. Okay. Icarus, the Knight of Swords, is charging forwards. Some people think swords is a fire element. I actually class it as an air element. Fire needs air in order for it to work. And this person is taking charge of something. If this is not a person in your life, it could be related to you or a situation. I am going to go with you. This energy is coming towards you on a beautiful white trusted charger. Move forward. Whatever ideas you have had, I have said earlier in this healing that swords quite often is illegal things, perhaps moving house, changing job, patenting an idea. Go forward with the legalities. If it's not a legal thing and it is a situation, go forward. You are correct. You are correct. That's what they are telling me. If it feels right, go with it. If it feels wrong and you have misgivings, really write your list and weigh up the pros and cons. But I'm taking that as a favourable, okay? I'm just going to turn it around, have one last look at the cards. Yeah, lots of air there, lots of inspiration, lots of ideas. Okay, lovely. I'm going to leave that with you. Okay, we're going to do one more, and this is going to be for the collective. This is going to be for everyone, okay? So I'm not going to pick a name. Hi, Bittersweet. I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, everybody, send me your energy. What is it that we all need to know? Thank you, Michael Joshua. What is it that we all need to know for the next week, 2 weeks, until I'm back? Okay, sending your energies out. The Five of Pentacles again. Okay, so we are all going to have to take stock. This card came out earlier for someone. So this is definite confirmation that this is for everyone. We are frozen in time at the moment. The world is on hold. People worrying about stocks, shares, money, all the rest of it. The money is actually put out of balance by the number 5. However, there are 5 elements, aren't there, in Chinese and also really in Western. We have earth, air, fire, water and ether. So start working, thinking of how you can change things, okay? This has been a theme of the moment. We are all trying to work out, can you walk to work? And come on, people, don't be lazy. If it's within an hour, you can walk to work, okay? And it will get you fit, it will get you healthy. Thank you, Renee. It will help the world situation. It'll be healthier for you. And you know what? You might enjoy it. Gosh, getting out there, having a bit of fresh air on that bicycle, okay? Do something different. Change up your day. I know in England it's a lot easier because we're all close together. I understand that people have to take public transport. But if you guys are all sitting on the internet watching me, then those who work in an office, you can work across the internet. What can you teach other people? Do you have a hobby or a craft that you are good at? Why don't you make YouTube videos like myself? I only started this in September. And my goodness, I can't believe how it's taken off. What can you do that others want to see? Okay, change those ideas up. Change the way you work. Can you work at a different time of the day? Okay, be proactive and start thinking of your other talents. Thank you, Matthew Field. Okay, so I want to send that out to you. We have the Celtic cross there, so we do have the blessings that are sent towards us. And if you're not into the Christianity, do what I did. Forget the church and go through to the man himself, the Christ light. Okay? Okay, I'm going to leave that with everyone. 5 of Pentacles or 5 of coins in other systems. It's about money, it's about security, and it is about changing things up to suit us. I will put the name of the deck in the show notes for anyone who wants this. They are a beautiful deck. I don't work with tarot very often because I am scared to death of the interpretations. I hope you all had a nice time. Before we go, I would like us to create a world circle now by remembering that energy that we brought through from the world tree. Open your feet again, draw the energy up through your roots of the bright green luminescent world tree. And just imagining that we are all shoulder to shoulder, even though we are around the world, and just in your mind seeing our earth floating there. And watching this green matrix feed around as we all join up in a circle, and put your hands up and send the healing to all our brothers and sisters here. Wow, big strong energy as I can feel you doing that. Okay, even if you can't feel it, guys, we are feeling it and the universe is feeling it. And we are going to send healing out to all the people ill, all the people dying, all the families and friends who have lost people, and especially to the nurses, doctors, paramedics, to the police, to the services, to all the people in the supermarkets, to the farmers who grow the food and the packers and the pickers, to the electricity workers, to the internet workers, those keeping our network up, otherwise we couldn't do this. And most controversially, I know this is controversial, but I am sending it out to our governments and our heads of state, those who need to make the wise decisions for us, okay? Really sending that energy out for a few minutes. And if any of you have names of people you want to be included, type them up now, okay? If we don't see this now, their name is there on the internet and this is being sent out. I'm just going to intone the yew tree and the elder tree again, the Celtic master symbols. Ruiz. Great energies, everyone. I can feel it. It's all turning red in my mind as well. Sending red out with the green and the blues and the whites. But if you are seeing other colours, then go with it. We are, like the South Africans, we are rainbow nations, all on one big rock hurtling through space. We are all humans. You know, despite our looks and despite our cultures, we are one people. And people used to ask me, hey, what do you think will happen with the ETs and all of that stuff? And I said, you know what, if something bigger arrives, we will unite. And look what's happening. Okay, we might be closing borders to stop people movement, but our doctors and our governments are sharing information. Even the ones that weren't so friendly, they have realised there is a bigger threat to Joe Blogs across the border. Okay? So share, phone the people, everyone that you need to get in contact with. I need to phone my families because I'm not very great at that. And sending the healing out. Sending the healing to yourself at other times in the way I've showed you here. Okay. So I'm going to make a plea to our guides and our helpers and also to the angels to mop the brows of the people suffering. The people suffering with illness, the people suffering with loneliness, and the people suffering with anxiety. Help them bathe in the light and love of the omnipresent. Send healing and energy to those who are running our countries. And I'm going to send big, big, big strength of the oak. Juye. Juye. Oak of the Druids. Sending you strength and standing longevity. If you know where there are oaks, go and find an acorn and pop it in your pocket. And they said in old sympathetic magic that it keeps you young. And breathe out, everyone. So I'm going to ask our guides and helpers to keep this grid open for anyone who comes to watch this afterwards. And I'm going to ask our guides and helpers to keep this healing happening within us all for the next 3 days at least. Okay, put your hands on the floor just to send, or down towards the floor, just to send the last little dregs down into Mother Earth for her healing. Also sending that, closing your feet holes. Okay. And now, in your mind, close your eyes quickly because we need to close down after we've done a lot of healing work here, meditation and readings. So closing your eyes, I want you to see a gate closing on your upper dantian. You can touch them as well if you wish, on your middle dantian at your heart and on your lower dantian in your abdomen. Okay? Send all excess energies down to Mother Earth for her healing. Step into a navy blue sleeping bag and zipping it up over your head now. Peace above you, peace below you, and peace all around you. And I thank you so much for coming to this. I absolutely love them. I was scared to death of them at first. But watching, even though I don't see all your comments as it happens, but watching you all chat and the little bits that I can, you know, it's really encouraging. And thank you for inviting me into your homes. We are all here together at this one time. And that's nice. How many? 101, 102, 100 or so of us all together with one channeled thought at the moment. Healing and tranquility. Love and light, Neil. Thought you'd gone. Please, everyone, thank Neil. Take a look at his site as well. He is a YouTuber, does Reiki with me. For everyone who thinks we're brother and sister or husband and wife, we're not. We're just very good friends. Okay. Love to you all and thank you. Thank you for the donations, and if you would like healings or readings or learning, you can come and look at the notes on any of my videos. I will say I cannot get to you for a month though because I'm so busy. Thank you, all of you. All right, love and light. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.